Hey everybody, it is Anthony Martin with Martin Vacation Properties here in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And I have decided that I am going to make a video series about building the business because I do a lot of stuff. So let me give you some background because this is day one and probably not 100% prepared to do this. I needed to be working this morning on some stuff, but this is day one, and I decided because I've always wanted to do this because I'm always doing a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of great information that goes out there that I know that would be really beneficial for other people that are doing the same thing as I am doing. So I'm going to, on purpose, intentionally make a video each and every day as I build this vacation rental business. So let me give you some background. So one, my name is Anthony Martin. I live actually in Knoxville, Tennessee, but I run a vacation rental business in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Several years back in 2017, I was looking to buy a condo in Pigeon Forge because we were going to Pigeon Forge weekly, and I decided I wanted to buy. My daughter was very young, and I wanted to buy a condo so that she could go swimming in the winter. And through that, now we are big vacationers, and I used to work for timeshare resorts and different things. And I love vacations. I love the vacation rental industry. We love Pigeon Forge. So we just come from a background of just like going on vacation and going to Pigeon Forge, going to Myrtle Beach, going to Florida, doing all of these things. We've done that for, most of all of my adult life, really. Well, we ended up looking at this condo, and it was in this what was called a condo-tel. And the realtor was like, well, you could rent this out. They have a rental program here, and you could rent it out while you're not using it, and then you can make money. And so I got to thinking, well, I started looking into it and doing some research, and I'm like, wow, you could really make some money on these things. But turns out it was really hard to buy a condo-tel. So she really pushed us into like thinking about buying a cabin. She was like, well, you could do a lot better if you could buy a cabin. You guys live close. Maybe you could rent it out yourself. They got this new thing called Airbnb. And, we already knew about VRBO because we were using VRBO. Airbnb was, I don't know if it was brand new, but it was kind of getting new to us in sense of hearing about it and stuff like that. And I didn't have the app on my phone. We hadn't used it or anything like that. Well, long story short, we ended up buying a cabin in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Well, I was a full-time, I worked as I was a full-time software developer at the time. So that's what I was doing full-time. And I kept that full-time job because, this was more like, hey, we're just buying a cabin. We may make a little bit of income. Well, we jumped into this cabin, did some renovations. I learned a lot about, putting in wood floors, and we had to build, a closet, and we, built it like kind of like a utility room and different stuff. So we were basically learning the business. I had to learn about, some different softwares and stuff, and just how to basically manage the business. And we ended up not shortly after that, the neighbor of our cabin that we bought, because I was renting my own and I was doing pretty good at it, he wanted us to rent theirs. So we started renting theirs, and we still manage their cabin to this day. Then my mother ended up buying a property near Pigeon Forge, and it ended up being kind of an overwhelming thing for her, and we had come to an agreement, and we started renovating that one to be a vacation rental. Well, 3 years later, we got done with that, and it's been a really good rental. And since then, we've done another renovation that we just doing outside things that we added, outdoor living areas and things like that. We've just recently finished that. And in that meantime, we had another friend of the family actually want us to rent their rent their condo for them. So we started managing that condo, and we've managed that condo for years and done several renovations to it. And so now we've come to the point where we do have 5 vacation rentals, 2 of which we manage. And I have, over the years, built, because I've been working in full-time software development, running software development teams and things like that, I have, since built a back office software to help me manage the accounting, pay taxes, and do all of those things. And shortly that'll be offered to vacation rental hosts to be able to use that software. It's tried and tested, been using it for years myself. I actually had to build a component for other people to be able to use it. And so I've been working on that for years. Well, once I started getting close to finishing that project, it was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to advertise this somehow that, others can use this. Well, it got me thinking about how, the software industry as a whole, right? Since I've been in this vacation rental business as a whole, there's a lot of new software coming out. There's a lot of software out there, and all the software, not that they're not worth it, but all of these softwares want like a percentage of your business. Like 1% here, 2% there. You get a revenue management system, you're at 1%. You get a property management system, you're at another 3% or 2%, depending on the size of your business. You get accounting with that, you're at another 1%. You get locks, you're at another 1%. You get, so it's like, how much are we going to take here? How many percent till we give away our whole business? So it got me thinking, well, I have the ability to be able to do software and do a lot of different things, but it takes a village to do anything. So I was like, in our business in software, it was the whole software business is built on the premise of crowdsourcing. If it wasn't for crowdsourcing, there would be really no software, no good software. Every software that you use today was built basically on the idea of crowdsourcing. If it wasn't for every website, every piece of software has thousands, if not millions, of lines of code that was not written by the developers or owners of that software. It was written by other people, and they have shared that in sort of what's called an open source way. Well, I was like, how could I bring that concept to the vacation rental industry? And that got me into this idea about Host Possible, which you could go watch the trailer of this channel that you're watching this video on. And so that's a long beginning story to how I got to here. Well, several months ago, I decided to, because of massive construction going on at one of our properties, I decided to take a sabbatical from software development and finish that construction and then go back into software development at some point in the future. Well, I'm 5 months. That was 5 months ago. And today I'm done with the construction, but I think, well, okay, I got a choice here. I can either continue to run my vacation rental business as sort of a hobby of mine, because I love the vacation rental business, I would absolutely do it for free. Or I could actually build it as a legitimate not that it's not legitimate, but it's not legitimate in the fact that it's more like a hobby because I don't have a growth plan. I don't really advertise to take on new owners, and I don't do the things that a vacation rental company does as a whole. So that got me to thinking, got me this idea that I would probably go ahead and build my vacation rental business as a legitimate business. So that I got thinking about that and says that's something that I would want to do, because now that I've got my vacation rental my vacation back office software, which you could check out at vacationbackoffice.com. And now that I've started this channel, this Host Possible channel, which you can also check out at hostpossible.com, I'm going to be providing lots of different content, ownership opportunities for to be a part owner in hostpossible.com, memberships to be a part of this. We're going to crowdsource a lot of stuff. Again, you can watch the trailer to see all about that. So I was like, well, now that I've got that and I'm going to build the vacation rental business, I decided, well, if I'm going to go through this journey, and we're doing Host Possible anyway, and I'm hoping that, we're going to get, Host Possible's not just going to be me, it's going to be a crowd of people also providing content. And so this is going to be really, if you're a vacation rental host, Host Possible is going to be your network. It's going to be your Magnolia, your HGTV. It's going to be your content network for all things hospitality, in a fact that we're going to do shows and different things and provide content and things that relate specifically to your business. And this is just going to be another thing on it. You may be interested in this, you may not. So you can go through what I'm going to do, and this is day one, and I'm doing a lot of setup, and a lot of these are going to be a way ton shorter because I actually got to do actual work too. So I can't make videos all day long every day, but I'm going to provide a lot more content videos just specific to different things as far as technology goes, as far as the vacation rental business goes, all kinds of different things. We're going to be providing courses. Hopefully others will be providing courses. There's just going to be a lot going into this. Hopefully you guys find interest in all this stuff and all of this stuff works. Then I'll be able to keep doing this stuff. If not, at some point in the future, I'll go back to work as a software developer. Let's see how this goes and go from there. But day one, here it is. So it's not exactly day one because I'm not going from absolute scratch because, again, I have rentals. I understand the business. I have some stuff that I've already been working on, but this is day one of the video series. I'm going to take you now from each and every day. I'm committing to make a video every day for however long it takes to get to. I haven't established the goal. If you keep watching these, I'll establish a goal of what that means, right? So when is the business really built? But from day one, what we're doing is, like today is the Sunday after Thanksgiving. I've got some folks that are actually in town. We were at Dixie Stampede last night, enjoying the show there. We're going to be back in Pigeon Forge today, doing some different fun things. But this morning, I've already been up. It's 7 o'clock in the morning now. I've been up since 4 and working on different things. But my main goal right now is the same goal you should have. This, if you're not building a short-term rental business, this would apply to any business in today's day and time. What I'm doing right now is working on building the website. The most important thing for any business, hands down, this day and age that I can think of, whether you mow lawns, mobile pressure washing, no matter what you're really doing, unless you're a gas station or a laundromat, is to have a website. So the very first thing that we have a website. If you want to come stay in one of our rentals, it's martinvacationproperties.com. We'd really love to have you come down. I've got a condo that's open for most of December for some reason right now. So if you want to book a condo right smack dab in the middle of Pigeon Forge, go to martinvacationproperties.com, put in some dates for December. I'm almost guaranteeing that condo will come up and you can rent that and come down and stay. So But we have a website, but what we don't have is our website is only for the vacation rentals. So you can go in and, go to martinvacationproperties.com and you can type it in. It's the site that's actually provided by the software we use, which is Guesty. We use Guesty software for our PMS software. And we're just using one of their provided websites. Yeah, I had to put in some stuff. I wasn't really 100% up on direct bookings because direct bookings were actually more of a hassle to close the reservations. It was actually we actually spent more money than what if Airbnb rented it for us. So it was more advantageous for our company to rent via Airbnb than it was to do direct bookings. I mean, as far as communications go, the whole guest experience and everything was better if they went through an Airbnb or a VRBO other than going direct. Well, when you're starting a vacation rental business to rent to others, but also that it's not going to be all your own properties like what we had planned on doing from the beginning, and you start trying to manage properties, you're going to want to have a website. So that's what we're doing is I'm building a website so that we can take this thing to the next level, because I need something out there. I need something out there to direct people to, like whether I do ads on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Pinterest or on a billboard. I need to have, or little signs or whatever I decide to do, I'm going to need to I need to have somewhere to direct them to that I can start that funnel process of being able to get clientele that would like our company to rent their short-term rentals for them. So each day I will build on the knowledge of what we're doing for these things. I think that this video, we're going to get on to 20 minutes here, and it's going to be a lot. This was more of a setup video today as day one. As day two, day three, I will start going through some of the specifics of what I'm doing in this website, why I'm doing it, the reason behind it. I will be listening to your comments. I would love for those that are already in the business, that have great ideas for me to help me build this business. I would love for you guys to comment, and I'll be reading these comments 100% to help us along in the business with any kind of ideas that you might have. We're going to be building this website, offering, to rent short-term rentals, manage folks vacation rentals for them. We're also adding in some services and inspections and different things. So I know you guys will be watching these videos. You might be in the Pigeon Forge area. You might have vacation rental business here in the Pigeon Forge area. I'm not in competition with you. I'm in competition with the hotels in the area, because I believe that is where, there's plenty of business for everybody coming in. But the biggest threat to me is not other vacation rental companies. The biggest threat to me is hotels. But I think there's plenty of business out there for all of us. And so if you get ideas from me and you want to use them in this area, that would be fantastic. And I would hope that you would be willing to throw me some ideas and encouragement and any other things that you have. Also, you can also help me out. I am a big Dunkin Donuts fan. I go to Dunkin Donuts at least twice a day to get a medium hot coffee with 3 cream and 4 sugar. And I'll put a link at some point, maybe not today, but a link in one of these. You guys can help me out and buy me a coffee if you want to. And hey, guys, I appreciate it. And this is day number 1. And I'm going to commit to making these videos all through this building of a business process. And I promise this may not have a lot of value today for day 1, but hopefully it's going to be interesting. You guys are going to have fun watching these videos. We'll get a little crazy, but I'll also give you some valuable information. I've got a lot to offer, especially in the technology space. I've done this for so long and so many years. I've got a lot of valuable information when it comes to building websites, software, guest experience, all kinds of different things. I'll be sharing those with you, and I've got a lot of not just ideas, but working knowledge of building other types of businesses that involve like technology and different things. So I understand how to market. I was a master salesman before I went into technology, so I used to train sales teams to understand, how the psychology of different folks and how to how to market, how to get your ideas from here to something that is a sellable product. So I got a lot to offer. You guys will see. Follow me through each day, and let's build this together. Looking forward to seeing your comments.